Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofix one, AJ. Happy, what is it today? Wednesday. You know, the short week throws me off. Happy Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, the eve of the Genesis Invitational that we've got teeing off tomorrow. Gonna be a good one. I'm ready to break down my predictions, picks, and all that fun stuff as well. Before we go any further, though, just want to take a moment, shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube and X. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. Before we get moving on, though, to Genesis, I do want to take a moment, shout out to Colin Morikawa, ending the drought, having a great week at AT&T Pebble Beach, and coming away with the win at the end there. Congratulations to Morikawa and a hell of a tournament. Another story, and not Rio God, I always mess up his last name. Hisatsune. We'll get to him and my guy in a little bit later. But I want to start off with Scotty Scheffler real quick because seriously, it's unbelievable what Scotty is doing right now. And I know I say that a lot, and I know we talk about that a lot on the show. But seriously, when you consider what he has been able to do after just horrendous starts, and that's really what his first rounds have been. I mean, Waste Management shooting a 73 on the first day, and then last week a 72 in round one, and then following it up with, scores in the low to mid 60s. That's the Scotty we know and love. Something about these Thursdays that are getting to him, and it's not playing well. And that's it. It's not just one thing or another, like, oh, his chipping needs improvement on those days. Oh, his putting is lagging on those days. He's just a little all over the place, it seems, on Thursdays. And I mean, he has only played in 3 tournaments. And again, I'm nitpicking Scotty Scheffler here just because I need something to talk about a little bit. But seriously, I think Scotty's playing unbelievable. He's playing unbelievable. World number 1 for a reason. I mean, what are his odds? Are there even odds on winning how bad are they, I guess, is what I want to know, for winning the PGA? The FedEx, I guess I should say. Hold on. Let me look at this now. I can't believe I didn't have this pulled up. No, they just have event stuff. And I'm too lazy to look for it. I guess my point being, we really should be enjoying this more. We should really be enjoying how well Scotty's playing. And, and I know ESPN, has the rights, especially for, some of the featured groups and stuff like that, and following just one golfer. That, I think, needs to be more readily available, because even when Scotty's not competing to win the whole thing, if he is sitting, an 8 or 9 and he's not really going to move out of there, you should still give people the option to watch him just play a whole round and finish out a whole round, because I did that a couple weeks ago. I think it was I did it for the Waste Management on day 1. And even though he played awful, it's just unbelievable to see what he can do on a course. And I guess I'm just taking 2 minutes to go ahead and give Scotty his flowers one more time, because as if he doesn't get them enough, but the man deserves it. And it's a generational type run we're seeing here out of Scotty, which I think everyone understands, but just unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. And unbelievable out of Rio. He's my boy Rio. I mean, he was one of my dark horses to come out and win that tournament. I did end up squeezing him in there at plus 4,000. Should have cashed out when I had the chance on Saturday. But that's a guy that I'm looking forward to a lot, and you'll hear me talk about him a lot today. I think that this is a course that is really going to sit well with him, and I think, kind of, what am I trying to say? Shows off his good parts of golf, kind of like we saw last week at Pebble Beach. I mean, those first couple of days, he was carving up Pebble Beach, making that look like an easy day course for him. But Sunday got the teeth into him a little bit too much. Too bad, so sad, but still top 10ing that one. Shout out to Rio, having a great year in the PGA to get started in his very young career. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get to the Genesis Invitational. I mean, it's a fun event. It's been a fun event for a long time, and I think will continue to be a fun event. It's Tiger Woods' event now. Played at the beautiful Riviera Country Club, and I mean, just gorgeous out there in Pacific Palisades. This is returning to the Riviera, as last year it was played again at Torrey Pines last year. Second time we saw it on the PGA Tour last year due to the Palisade fires. This is a par 71 stretching 7,383 yards. Nice long course for these boys to get creative with. What is the purse? Let me double check the purse. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a $20 million purse. This is a big boy event. All of the big dogs are coming out to play, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. But let me tell you what's not going to be good about this tournament. That would be the weather on Thursday, as we are projected a high of 59 with a 99% chance of precipitation. So, yeah, going to be breezy, going to be cool. Going to want to get those, you're going to want to get out there early. The ones getting out there early, going to see hopefully a little less of the conditions, especially when it comes to the rain, but those afternoon tee times, going to be seeing some showers. No rain, but still a little chilly there at 57%. 57 degrees with a low of 44. Low wind, which, I mean, that'll be helpful. That'll be helpful on this course. What they got to do, around the around the greens. I cannot get my words out today. And then coming in Saturday, Sunday, 65, 68, mostly sunny. Going to be a beautiful day out there in the Palisades. But that Thursday is going to be rough, and I'm expecting probably a little higher scores. We are dealing again with I want to try to pronounce this right this time. Poa. Poa Ano. There we go. Poa Ano grass again. So keeping it a little wet, probably going to help out the afternoon crowd a little bit there. Not going to get as bumpy, not going to get as stiff, but still, you're playing in this, what is it called? Kikuya grass, and seeing some videos out of this stuff gets wet. I mean, it's already a little sticky, and so that stuff's going to start coming out a little bit more, holding on to those balls, catching some clubs in the rough. Believe me, I've got a lot of experience in deep rough. Not a good time. Anyway, but yeah, it's a beautiful course. Going to be a good time. Hard time for these golfers. Thursday will be interesting, but the rest of the weekend looking great conditions wise. Big thing on these courses, it's going to be about strokes gained on the approach. Going to be all about the strokes gain on the approach. You're going to be dealing, again, like we said, with some rough and just some grass that doesn't want to let you hit the fucking ball. So your irons are going to need to be spot on. Putting darts onto the green will be helpful, of course. You need to be able to drive it accurate, which is something I can't do, but I know these guys can. Drive it accurate. This is a long one. Make sure you take advantage of those par fives. Going to have a good time. But yeah, we're looking at a great tour. Let's go ahead. Stop beating around the pushes. Let's get into my picks for this weekend. Let's go ahead and start, as we always do, in the top 20. And classic top 20. We got Scotty Scheffler sitting at minus a rack to top 20 this one. And listen, he might not be playing good on Thursdays, but he's playing great every other day. Scotty Scheffler minus 1,000. I'm not touching that one for anything that it's worth. But same thing with Rory, Tommy Xander, and even Hideki at minus 135 is when you start to get my attention a little bit with just how this field, the talent in this field, but still feels a little rich for my blood on how Matsuyama's been playing this season. Can't lay Morikawa. Again, just not impressed with the prices. Siwoo Kim, I think, is underpriced as well. Overpriced as well at minus 110, a guy that I've been high on this year, but still minus 110. I need to see seeing that around a Cam Young, Matt Fitzpatrick type thing. And that's where we're going to go ahead and start this one. Matt Fitzpatrick at plus 100. Matt Fitzpatrick in his last three, top 9, top 5, top 4. Yep, go ahead. Matt Fitzpatrick, top 20 this one at plus 100. Keeping it moving. Chris Gotterup's been having a hot season. I think he's going to continue having a hot season. Give me Gotterup at plus 110. This will be as far as I am taking Chris Gotterup. Again, he's been playing great, but right now I'm just seeing him as a top 20 type guy that I'm willing to put American currency on. Who else do I have? Ben Griffin at plus 120, a guy I still think is getting undervalued in the eyes of the book, and at a fair enough price, it starts creeping towards that plus 110, plus 100, and he hasn't top 20. I'm going to start getting a little concerned, but in this type of a field, plus 120 feels fine for me. Who else are we looking at? I'm going to be looking at Ludwig here. Be looking at Ludwig as well, sitting there at plus 120. He's been having a solid year. Think he's going to continue to do so as well. Where are we at now? I got to get my boy Sepp in here. Give me Sepp Straka at plus 120. A strong performance last week, and I think a strong performance last week is going to kind of indicate how you play on this one. Not the same exact course, but similarities, especially when you come to the green and the rough. I think this is going to be, if you played well last week, you might you have an opportunity to play very well this week. And that's where I'm going with Akshay Bhatia as well. But it's not just last week. Akshay Bhatia has had a great start to his season. And a guy that last year I was really hoping for that kind of breakout performance of a year, but didn't get as much of it as I wanted. And I think this might be the year Akshay can fuck around and win a couple of tournaments and get it done. I like Akshay a lot this year. Who else are we rolling with? AJ, what do my notes say? I got to keep scrolling a little bit. No. I do get a little aggressive here in my top 20, so just a heads up on that. Like my boy JT Poston plus 188. Not a price that I wish it was at the 200 full mark, but I'll take it. You heard me talk about him a lot already. I'm going to talk about him some more. Give me Ryo Hisatsun at plus 220. Criminally undervalued after how he's been playing the last couple of weeks. Didn't play the best in Hawaii, but came back over stateside and has been absolutely tearing up golf courses, and I think he's going to continue to do that. Give me Ryo at plus 220. Who else? I've been flip-flopping on Aaron Rai at plus 333. He's been playing fine, not overly impressed. And with this type of a field, I think I want a little bit more value on Aaron Rai. But one guy who's been a little sneaky this season, give me Kevin Yu at plus 333 to go ahead and top 20 this event. Like the way he's been playing, and I think he has an opportunity to shock some people here. And, Kevin Yu typically comes out in that one event that you don't really expect Kevin Yu to come out of. But we'll go Kevin Yu. Plus the 333. Derpy, what's good, brother? How you doing, bro? Who else do we got? I think I got a little bit more. Yeah, I am gonna bite on Tommy Kim at plus 333. I can't believe that after one off season from the PGA, he's fallen off that much. Granted, he didn't play the best towards the back end of last season, but he's got to turn it around. This is just an I believe pick of the week. This is my I believe pick of the week. I believe that Tommy Kim is going to turn it around. Oh, yep, that's all I got in the top 20 there, excuse me. Matt Fitzpatrick, Chris Gotterup, Ben Griffin, Ludwig, Sepp Straka, Akshay Bhatia, JT Poston, Ryo Hisatsun, Kevin Yu, and Tommy Kim. Let's roll. I love that lineup. Ooh, can I round robin it? Will it let me? No, that's criminal. It should let me round robin. I'm sorry. If I want to round robin my top 20s, I should be able to round robin my top 20s. Let's move on to the top 10. My list does get a little bit smaller here. Scotty at 400, not even going to touch that. Do you think it pisses Rory? I come across this and I just wonder if it pisses Rory off. And, Rory's got the Grand Slam. He's got the green jacket now. He's won everything under the sun. Has a beautiful wife and kids. I think they're still married. And if not, he's got a girlfriend and everything. But do you think it pisses Rory off to know that no matter how well he's playing, granted, he hasn't been playing well the last couple of weeks, but no matter how well he's playing, he will not be even close to like top 10, top 5 Scottie Scheffler, or even outright Scottie Scheffler. And, that's not something that I think Rory actually worries about or anything. But, as a competitor, as a guy, I'm like, really? I know he's better than me, but really? Minus 400, plus 110? Come on, man. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking about that. Maybe he's not. He's probably not. I'm going to move on. Rory McIlroy, plus 110. I'm still going to stay away from it. And Rory's just kind of on my no bet list right now until we start getting into the majors. And this is just because last year I kind of saw it with him after he won the Masters. It just felt like nothing mattered anymore. It just, he got that monkey off his back. You saw the relief on 18 after he sank that putt to finally win it. Oh, finally, I get this off my back. I can relax and enjoy golf. And hey, I'm all for that, brother. Enjoy golf. Enjoy your job. You have a great job. But I wonder if that competitiveness has maybe not been pulled back, but died down inside a little bit from Rory. And I'm not saying he's not still going to compete and everything like that. I can't muster up the courage to put on money on him right now. Anyway, that's my Rory McIlroy rant of the week, brought to you by absolutely nobody. If you do want to sponsor, go ahead. I'm joking. Siwoo Kim, I am going to start with him at plus 225. Not a big fan of where he's sitting in top 20. With how he's been playing, I'm okay putting him plus 225 on my card to top 10 in this one. Where else are we going? Staying away from Goddard up right now. Thought I had someone else up here. No. Oh, that's right. Matt Fitzpatrick at plus 275. Big fan of how he's been playing. And I don't know. Something's different in Matt this year. I don't know if it's I don't know what is different, but something feels, it feels like the OG Matt Fitzpatrick is back. Like he went back to his ways when he was younger, which I mean, the kid's still young, but you know what I mean. We will be throwing Ben Griffin in there at plus 300, along with Hovland at plus 275. Again, not a fan of where his number was at to top 10, like where it's at, to top 20, like where it's at to top 10, plus 275. Where are we going next? Akshay. I truly think Akshay is just being undervalued right now. This is a very competitive field. And I know I haven't talked about probably some of those guys that you can make money on, like, you almost think you're going to make money on, like a Tommy Fleetwood, like a Rory, like a Xander, Hideki, Colin, et cetera, et cetera. But even at top 10, just the way the fields have been playing out, I think those prices, I think they're undervalued. I think they're undervalued, and the book's giving you a bad line. But that's just my opinion on the situation. Do what you want. Again, not financial advice. I feel like I need to say that every once in a while. Where else am I going top 10? Where else did I go? What do my notes say? Matt Fitzpatrick, Victor, Akshay. Oh, I did? Did I really take that? Oh, that's right. Hideki at plus 175. I scrolled right past that. That is one of the ones in the top I will take. Love the way he's been playing, but he's great. He's great. The Masters edit on TikTok. Bro, every time they play that theme song the first time, that first commercial hits like crack. Like, oh, baby. We almost there. And then, like I said, I've been high on this guy, and I think I'm going to continue to be high on him. Rio at plus 550 to wrap up my top 10. I'm a big fan of the way he's been playing, and I think that he's got it to be it in the PGA. I'm a big fan of what Rio's been putting out. All right, top 5. This is where we will be touching Scotty Scheffler for the first time at minus 175. Kind of the first line I see him bettable at. When it comes to top 5s, anywhere between 150 to 175 is typically where I'm betting Scotty. If I get a better line than that, amen, brother, but it typically doesn't happen. So yeah, minus 150, minus 175 is typically where I like to take Scotty to top 5. He's sitting there now, so we're going to go ahead and take him. I've explained the whole Rory situation enough. Again, I'm going Siwoo Kim plus 450. Absolutely here for it. Hideki again at plus 350. And then, we're scrolling down for my boy, Rio Hisatsune at plus 1,200. To go ahead and top 5 this event. Absolutely love it. Love it. Outright winners, I've got 3 of them. First one, because he is still breathing, swinging a golf club, and showing up to events, I will be taking Scotty Scheffler to win this one outright at plus 300. What else do you want me to say? It's Scotty Scheffler. Other outrights I will be taking. Matt Fitzpatrick at plus 2,800. Like where the line's at, I think that's a solid number that you're getting there for him. Last but certainly not least, you know what's coming. And if you don't, you have not been paying attention this episode. Give me Ryu Hisatsune at plus 9,000 to win this one outright. He is going to win one this season, and I am going to be on that big-ass number when he does. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, excited for the Genesis. Always a good one. And hey, it's been a great PGA season so far. Seriously, been a great PGA season so far. A lot of drama, a couple playoffs here and there. Close ones on Sunday. I'm here for it. This has been a great PGA season so far. And I'm ready. I'm just locked in. We're locked in for it, baby. We're locked in. But yeah. Hey, that's all I got today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube and X. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Shout out to my boy Derpy over there in the chat. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're having a good one. But with all that being said, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the Genesis. I'm the Brofict one, AJ. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.